Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you're doing good today. I hope everything's going well. Well, in today's video, we're going to be talking about feeding your chickens. A little bit about feeding them in the winter, a little bit about taking care of them in the winter, but mostly it's going to be about wet feeding your chickens. Now, if you're new to chickens or you're thinking about getting chickens, you might want to consider wet feeding. I've been wet feeding now for over a year, and I'm going to explain to you the benefits of it and some of the downsides and why some people don't like doing it. So I got this little girl here, and we're going to explain to you how, how a chicken eats. So when it feeds, the food goes down its esophagus, down into this little pouch right here. You can kind of see it pretty good there. And that's called a crop. Okay? So it stays in there for about 12 hours. And I'm going to let her down because she's, I don't think she wants picked up. But she's a good chicken. So, anyway, that food stays in there for about 12 hours. And it starts pre-digesting. There's enzymes in there. And so I feel like if you can help that pre-digestion, instead of feeding them a dry food, it's going to help that feed conversion a little bit. They're going to digest it faster. They're going to be able to use it faster. And so I feel like that's just better. If it can get to their gizzard faster. So that's a plus. Now, let me show you this. This is another reason why. This is 8 ounces of chicken feed. This is 8 ounces of chicken feed and 16 ounces of water. So you can see you get a lot more volume when you mix it. So chicken feed, the price of it is always going up. And when you mix it with water like that, it's going to fill them up faster. So that's another reason why I do it. The third reason why I do it is I feed mine in trays on the bottom of the coop. So they love to scratch. You know, if you ever watch a chicken out in the chicken yard or anything, they're constantly scratching. Well, when you feed them like that, they'll get right in there and they'll scratch that feed out. Some of that goes to waste. So I really do kind of do away with a lot of that waste when I wet feed. So for all those reasons, that's why I've chose to do it. I've never had a problem with it. Now, why some people say not to do it is it can cause botulism. You can get mold in it. But if you're feeding them fresh, wet feed, and all wet feed is just mixing feed with water. I got some down here. So this is what it is. I mix in a little bit of corn, a little bit of oats, and then that's just chicken feed. And I just let it set. It doesn't take real long. And they really do like eating it. Guys, like I say, it's kind of up to you, but if you're new to chickens, give it a chance. I mean, I read some articles online where it said you had to sanitize everything after they ate out of it and all that. Guys, I've never done that. I don't clean their bowls every day. That is one of the downsides to it is it does take a little bit longer to mix up the feed and everything. And then I don't mix a lot up at one time because I don't want it sitting around. So it's a chore that I have to do every few days. So that's kind of a downside to it. Now, I wanted to share some good news with you. We did have some really, really cold weather here last week, and I never lost a chicken. One never got sick. guys, if you're new to them, the big thing is have somewhere where they can get in out of the wind, get in out of the weather. I'm going to show you a picture of my coop. I just cleaned it today, but you want to give them a nice dry place. I don't have heat, but that is the big thing. Now, I swap waters around, and water is one of the things in the wintertime that I fight. I don't wet feed when it's freezing out because a chicken eats a little bit and then it leaves and then it comes back and it eats a little more. So by the time they come back, if it's really cold, it's already frozen, they can't eat it. Well, what I do with the waters is I just rotate them out. When one freezes up, I take it in, I let it thaw out, I bring another one out. So that way, a chicken needs about a pint of water a day. So it's just something in the wintertime, you know, I always worry that they're not getting enough water. But so far, they've been doing really good. And, you know, so I hope that helps. I hope it gives you something to think about. Like I say, I read online several articles where it was like, you're going to kill your chickens if you wet feed. Guys, I've been doing it for a while now, and you're not. So, you know, do some looking into it, but I think it's a really good thing. So, hey, that's the video. I'll talk to you later, and see you guys.